Hello, good morning. Welcome back to a new video. We are continuing my 2020 through 2024 series. This is going to be my 2021 collection. This is basically everything from 2021. So let's go ahead and let's get into this video. Up first, we're going to start with the VHS. There's only three. We picked up like 3 VHSs for 2021. Up first, we have the Universal Special Edition of The Fast and the Furious. I love the Fast and Furious movies. I think they're great. It's a great franchise. Here's the Universal Special Edition VHS for The Fast and the Furious. Up next, we have Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace on VHS. I don't care what people say. The Phantom Menace, it's a good movie, but to have this on VHS is awesome. So here's Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Last, for the VHSs, we have Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Not my favorite. It's actually my least favorite Star Wars film, but I do enjoy the Clone Wars battle sequence at the end of the film. But overall, to have Attack of the Clones in the collection, it's good. So here are all of my VHSs for 2021. And moving to the 3 CDs that I picked up, we have the Fast and the Furious original motion picture soundtrack. I love the soundtrack. I think it's one of the best soundtracks out there for the Fast and Furious. So here's the Fast and the Furious soundtrack. We have Fast and Furious 6. This is the original motion picture soundtrack. It's a good CD, but the movie was just eh. But here's the soundtrack for Fast and Furious 6. Up next, we have another one. The original motion picture score for The Fate of the Furious. Originally, this was supposed to be the actual soundtrack, but I think whoever was supposed to do the order actually kind of got it wrong. But again, whatever. But to have the motion picture score is really cool. I do love the inside artwork that they did. Here it is, the inside artwork. And then this is basically what your disc is gonna look like. Now we move into the 4 Blu-rays for 2021. Next up, we have Mission Impossible Fallout, my favorite Mission Impossible movie. I think this is actually the best Mission Impossible. So here's Mission Impossible Fallout. Up next, we have Twister, all-time favorite film. I remember I said I'll never own this on Blu-ray because I've heard nothing but negative stuff about the print. So, but again, it's Twister, why not? Like I said, it's all-time favorite movie. Up next, we have Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw on Blu-ray and DVD. This is the Blu-ray DVD combo. The last Blu-ray is F9, The Fast Saga. It's a good movie. I enjoy it to an extent. But yeah, F9, The Fast Saga. Here are the 4 Blu-rays for 2021. Moving on, we have one of my favorite movies. I used to watch this a lot as a kid. The Never-Ending Story. I just love this film. It's a classic. Up next we have Star Wars. We have Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. Um, here's a double pack of The Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. Really cool. We have Revenge of the Sith in full screen. Also Revenge of the Sith widescreen. So here's my part of my Star Wars stuff. Up next we have Rudy, another good movie. Even though it's not 100% accurate, but it's still a really, really good movie. Assault on Precinct 13, pretty underrated action movie. I enjoy it. Vin Diesel's Babylon AD, another underrated action movie. I enjoy. It's really fun. So. Next we have the Die Hard movie collection. This is all 5 Die Hard movies. I'm a big fan of the series. I just love Die Hard. It's a great action series. So you have all of your Die Hard movies. Here's Die Hard original artwork, Die Hard 2, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Live Free of Die Hard, and A Good Day to Die Hard. So here's all 5 Die Hard movies. Up next we have The Scorpion King, San Andreas, underrated disaster movie. I enjoy San Andreas. We have Race to Witch Mountain, underrated movie. I like this film. I think it's really fun. Up next we have The Legend of Zorro, the sequel to The Mask of Zorro. I don't really like this movie, but again, just to have it, because it goes with The Mask of Zorro. So, The Legend of Zorro. X-Men: The Last Stand, pretty terrible movie. I have it just to complete the X-Men trilogy. Hatfields and McCoys. This is a really good mini-series, which I enjoy. I've always enjoyed this one. Again, rest in peace, Bill Paxton. He was really, really, really good in this movie, in this miniseries, but call it movie miniseries, whatever you want to call it. But he was really, really good. Like, he really just throws himself into the role. Like, you really don't really recognize Bill Paxton that much, because he just totally is in the role like it's nothing. Like, he just throws himself right into it. So yeah, Hatfields and McCoys. Up next we have The Simpsons movie. I love The Simpsons, especially the movie. It's really fun. But yeah, so we have The Simpsons movie. Another disaster movie, based on a true story. That's The Impossible, really underrated. It's very, very hard to watch, but it's just a good movie all the way around. So, The Impossible. We have Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, slipcover. And that's what it looks like. So there's Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Not my favorite Indiana Jones movie. Mine, basically, if you want to know what my favorite Indiana Jones story or movie is, it's The Raiders of the Lost Ark. But Indiana Jones. I mean, I do like Indiana Jones. I do enjoy the movies. Up next, we have Star Wars Trilogy, the special edition DVD release. This is the 2004 box set. Really cool. I think this is a great box set. To finally own this is always awesome, especially for any, not just any cinema collector, but for any Star Wars fan. Especially, I love Star Wars. I'm a big Star Wars nerd. So to have the trilogy on DVD is great. This is actually the 2004 print. This is the first time when that was the first time when the original trilogy hit DVD. Because in 2000 they already had their last VHS print. So here's the trilogy for Star Wars, the original trilogy. We are now moving into the last stack for 2021. We have The Fate of the Furious. This is a reprint. I think this slipcover looks really cool. And that's basically what it looks like. Let me take the slip off. So, The Fate of the Furious. Not my favorite of the Fast and Furious movies. I consider The Fate of the Furious the Die Another Day of Fast and the Furious. That's basically what it is. It's basically the Die Another Day of the Fast franchise. As we all know, Die Another Day is basically one of the worst James Bond movies out there. So that's basically what The Fate of the Furious is. We have Furious 7. This is the 2017 print. So here's Furious 7. We have Fast and Furious 6. This is the 2017 reissue or reprint. Really gorgeous slipcover. And then we have Fast 5 reprint 2017. Fast and Furious 2017 reprint. Really cool. I just think these slipcovers are just absolutely gorgeous. The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. Whoops. There we go. Reprint. So there's the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. Just a beautiful, beautiful slipcover. Too Fast, Too Furious. This is the, reprint. Not my favorite of the series. I think this is one of the weakest entries in the franchise. But I love the slipcover. I just think it's beautiful. So there's Too Fast, Too Furious. Last but not least, we have The Fast and the Furious, the reprint 2017. And there you have it. And there you have it, guys. There's the entire Fast and Furious movies, well, the franchise. I have all up to 9, but these are all the ones that I bought from 2021. These are, I actually remember buying all these, not just because for the slipcover, because, F9 was coming out at that time, but I pretty much bought them just for the slipcovers, because the slipcovers just looked so beautiful, but again, also because of F9 and stuff like that. So here's all the Fast and Furious movies. So here you go. No, I don't have the new one yet, so please don't ask about it. So that is it, guys. That is everything that was picked up from the year 2021. A fairly solid year for physical media pickup. That's gonna do it, guys. Thank you for joining me on this video. We'll see you on the next video as we continue our 2020 through 2024 series. I can't wait to get into that video because I know that one's gonna be a fun one to get into. Please make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications, so that way I can see you guys back here next time when a new video drops. Take care, guys. I love you all, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.